350,000 gloves, 25,000 sanitizers, and 30,000 test kits are ongoing for healthcare personnel and those undertaking contact tracing and testing. We're recruiting 1,000 community health workers and an additional 1,000 volunteers to help in this endeavor. 100 pickup vehicles and 2,500 tablets have been mobilized for the exercise. Fellow Ghanaians, I'm urging all of you to bear with these additional measures. They are being done in the interest of all of us. They are hopefully only for a short while. These additional measures, together with those earlier announced, are what will help us defeat the virus. And we must be united in our determination and efforts to overcome this challenge. This certainly is not the time for politicking or the display of partisanship. The virus does not care which party you belong to. Neither is it, as we have seen, a respecter of persons. The enemy is the virus and not each other. As I've stated in my earlier broadcasts, all the measures I have announced tonight will be subject to constant review. Fellow Ghanaians, we are in this together, and the government will stand by you. We are aware that there will be discomfort and difficulties for all of us over the next couple of weeks. As a responsive government, we will continue to implement bold measures to mitigate the impact of the coronavirus on businesses and households and ensure that job losses are minimized. The Minister for Finance has been directed by me to prepare for approval by Parliament a coronavirus alleviation program to address the disruption in economic activities, the hardship of our people, and to rescue and revitalize our industries. He will then immediately make available a minimum of 1 billion cedis to households and businesses, particularly small and medium-scale enterprises. The commercial banks are, in addition, responding to the Bank of Ghana's 1.5% decrease in the policy rate and 2% in reserve requirement with a 3 billion cedi facility to support industry, especially in the pharmaceutical, hospitality, service, and manufacturing sectors. We're providing additional relief, such as extension of the tax filing date from April to June, a 2% reduction of interest rates by banks, effective 1st April 2020, the granting by the banks of a 6-month moratorium of principal repayments to entities in the airline and hospitality industries, i.e. hotels, restaurants, car rentals, food vendors, taxis, and Uber operators. All other sector credit exposures will be reviewed on a case-by-case basis. Mobile money users can send up to 100 cedis for free, and 100% to 300% increase in the daily transaction limits for mobile money transactions. Let me also reiterate that the ban on public gatherings, religious or social, is still in force. Anyone, irrespective of status, religion, or ethnicity, who is found to be flouting them will be dealt with fully in accordance with law. The security services have been clothed with the necessary power to enforce these measures, and I assure you they will do so responsibly, but without fear or favor, ill will or malice. Fellow Ghanaians, with the Bank of Ghana predicting a worst-case GDP growth rate scenario of 2.5% for 2020, should the virus continue to linger for the rest of the year, the effects on our economy would be dire. However, as we have demonstrated over the course of the last 3 years, where we inherited an economy that was growing at 3.4% and transformed it into one which has grown by an average of 7% over the last 3 years, I assure you that we know what to do to bring back our economy back to life. What we do not know is how to bring people back to life. We will therefore protect people's lives, then their livelihoods. For the next 2 weeks, I urge all of you, especially residents in the affected areas of Greater Accra and Greater Kumasi, to be reminded every day that the front line of the fight against coronavirus is your front door. If you cross it, you and your family will likely be infected. So please, stay at home. It is vitally important that each one of us, in all parts of the country, continue to observe the social distancing and house hygiene protocols, for they are the weapons of our defense against the virus. I'm announcing tonight the establishment of a COVID-19 fund